Alrighty then, good morning everyone. Hello. Hi. Good evening, good morning. Myth, Lance, hello, Dimez, and of course Jamar, Pediolia, and all others who happen to be floating around in chat. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Legendary, our series, our show, where we build an audience-created Hero Forge mini, and we basically just design a character, and at the end of the season, we print it out, and we see what it looks like, and we make fun of it. No, we don't. No, this show is sponsored by Hero Forge, so they give us a bunch of free minis to actually print out. Which, one, is freaking awesome, and two, means that, you guys at home who have been thinking about getting your own Hero Forge minis, you guys get a chance to actually see what that might entail, or what it might look like. Because, ultimately, that's what I would like us to do. Oh, no. There we go. Sorry, that was bugging me. There's a tiny little thing. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. Rang Life, hello. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I've been beating back a cough the last few days. It's okay now ish. I'm still coughing here and there, and I've got some hot tea with me, so it should be okay. But I guess we'll see. All right. Let's get cracking. What have I been up to? Have I been up to anything in particular? Yes, I have. I have been building some Hero Forge minis recently for a new series that I'm doing on Fridays. A bunch of characters inspired by an Asian-themed RPG. So I'm going to be doing kind of a Ruby Phoenix Pathfinder game coming up. So there we've got a drunken monk Tengu. We've got, what else do we have? We've got a sumo dwarf, which is going to be amazing. I do love how the sumo dwarf came out. She's amazing. We have our kind of like a way of water sorcerer monk as well, which would be really cool. I wanted to use some of that vortex, some of those vortex things, but I don't know. I haven't found a good use for them. Maybe that'll be the theme for today, is to use the vortex stuff. And then of course we have our magistrate, the kind of like a peacekeeper, as it were, of the nation, which looks really cool. So that's what I've been up to. Also, I'm preparing for this weekend, which will be a long but amazing jaunt on the Dreaded GM stream, doing a charity stream for Starlight Foundation. So that's where I'll be. More details you'll find on my Twitch, Discord, and Twitter. And I'm hoping that if everything goes well, that I'll be able to revisit playing this very old but maybe familiar to some character. Maybe we will see. Maybe. So that's what I've been up to. Just quietly doing that in the background. But that's not what we're here for today. Today we are here to make a mini for us. To make a mini for our own amusement. To test out and to see what you can do with Hero Forge. Let's see. This is a new axe. That's kind of cool. Let's see. What is new? So we've got some new shields as well. So that's kind of cool. Some new shield designs. A new sword. Oh, I have the power! They do love their shield. They do love their sword designs. Sword and shields. I definitely feel like if they play D&D, there are definitely more than a few members of the Hero Forge team that love the sword and board. Explore a very big cave IRL. Wow! That's what you do. Hello, Plaz! Hey, long time no see. Yeah, how you been? How are you? Tell me, what's the goss? What's new? What's happening? What have you been up to, my excellent compadre? I'm just quickly seeing if there's anything new that we can look at before we kick in. Any new decals? We've got all the new war tattoos and stuff like that. We did say we were going to do a stream where we did practice on the war tattoo stuff, so maybe that's something we can chalk up as a potential goal here. But that's all that it seems to be. So new swords, new shields, and the vortex stuff. So let's go with this. Let's go with what? Plaz! Jesus, are you okay? That is crushed your hand in a log splitter. So I'm imagining a log splitter is like this thing that sort of like, cuts through things. So I mean, crushing your hand in a log splitter means that you weren't in like the primary danger place. It's still a danger place, but I mean, yeah, are you okay? That's the first question. Let me know. I mean, oh my god. Ragnar just got done writing a story for my D&D character. Nice. That's pretty much what we do. We are writing stories for these D&D characters, then building them. Good, little tired, sore from the trip to the Underdark for Myth. Yeah, well, Underdark is a tiring journey. Dead serious Doug Sim get 50% ability rate. Jesus, man. Wow, that sounds really painful. Alright, the most important question is, can your other hand still roll dice? Is that, yeah? As long as that's okay, then that's, whew. It does suck. Well, definitely all my love to you, and I do hope hope that you have a speedy recovery. I actually have also crushed my hand in the past, not quite as seriously as that, but I actually had to go to physio for almost a year when I crushed my hand with a compaction hammer for building and construction. It was fine. I mean, it was supposed to be like the most painful thing that the doctor had ever seen, but I got full mobility back. Like the only thing is I've got like this little nick in my my fingernail. It's not gross or anything. It's just a discoloration. But beyond that, that was all right. So I was very lucky on that. All right, let's focus up. Let's get this going. So today's goal, we are setting the goal of using the new vortex spells. So these are those. We have the acid vortex, the flame vortex, and the frost vortex. Now, we've done some pretty cool stuff with the vortex before. I haven't decided what we want to do yet, but we'll play around. But I want to show you something that I did, which I thought was very cool. So we have a walking character here, and then we added in another arm. This isn't it, by the way. This isn't what we're doing today, but this is just showing showing off. This is me showing off. This is what it is. All right, and then we make one arm, so we need that arm. Okay, so this is the one we need to get rid of. So we're gonna get rid of that arm. Okay, and then we pose the arm remaining into the body, twist it around, bend it, tilt it that way, yeah. Okay, straighten up the elbow. Okay. All right, so ideally, there we go, in that leg. Good. All right, we'll deal with that arm. We'll deal with that arm piece later. But then, what we do is we do that, and by moving it ever so subtly, we create a portal, right? So rather than like, a big wall of fire, it's a portal he's walking out of. Do you know what I mean? Like, how cool is that? That looks kind of cool, right? I mean, look, it doesn't look perfect. Yeah, it absolutely doesn't look perfect, right? But it kind of looks like he's stepping out of a portal, and it looks like a fart. Thank you. Looks like a really good fart. Much appreciated. Yes. Look, I think that was said last time too, to be honest. But yeah, no, I think that looks kind of cool. Like, we can add some lighting effects and do stuff. So yeah, portal I think is the is the look here. And you know what? I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this as a pose. So that is going there. Portal hero. There we go. Done. Fart. Portal hero fart. So that's going into poses. There we go. Because that's what we do. If you have stuff you like, just put them into poses, and these ones can go into Patreon. I need to clear out my clutter, basically. Patreon. Yeah, Patreon. Collab. Rise of the Rune Lords. Patreon. You can go away. I don't need you. Patreon and collab. Yeah, this is Casowiri, a new guy that I'm working on as well. All right, there we go. I haven't done the catfolk yet, but you know, it's fine. All right. All right. So here is our goal. Our goal is to design a character who will utilize these vortex spells. So hit me with your ideas. Let me know what you think you'd like to see, and we will make it happen. All right. And then we will make a poll for it. Also, hi, Callie! Hello! Good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it happens to be. All right, yes. Let's do this thing. All right, McBluff, what's up? I'm just going to show off the Vortex stuff again, just real quick. Horizon Walker with a range of exploring terrains. Yeah, that's a cool one. I like that one. So acid, fire, and frost. These are the different types of vortexes. Maybe you could always do like an Iron Man thing with like flames coming out of his hands. Be very interesting to see how that works. Yes, thank you. I am feeling a lot better. Blade Lock using the Misty Step spell. Ooh, you know what? That could actually, I could totally do that. That could be amazing. Okay, hold on. Let me. Where's my Twitch stuff? There we go. Here we go. Thank you. Please, I'm just trying to run a poll here. All right. So, new poll. Let's see. Legendary Hero 3. So let's see. We've got the Blade Lock with Misty Step. I like that. That's a good one. Horizon Walker. I do like the idea of the Horizon Walker. So for those of you who don't know what a Horizon Walker is, the universes of most fantasy worlds consist of different types of planes. You've got the elemental planes of like earth, air, fire, water, all those. You've got the positive and negative energy planes. You've got the plane of the dead. You've got the astral plane, and you've got the material plane, and thousands more. Horizon Walkers are people who go from plane to plane to plane to plane to plane, which is not actually very common. It's actually very difficult because, as you can imagine, going to these different areas requires you to adapt to a different, universe. You could just go into the elemental plane of fire and just be burnt alive. Horizon Walkers specialize in knowing where they're going and being able to do so safely. So that's their big thing. All right. Coolios. All right. So, let's see. Any other ideas? Any other thoughts on characters? Thoughts on characters. Any ideas? Any ideas? Like I said, we can even take some of the basic ideas and make it a bit more make use of the vortex in other ways. Like we could do we can do a water genasi and then use the vortex to kind of make it look like they're jumping out of the water. Or we could play around with, I don't know, maybe the idea that it's an umbrella. I mean, who knows? Throw out any ideas at all. A celestial descending on the mortal plane. Ooh, that could be cool. Descending celestial. That could be kind of cool. I like that one. A Shadowmancer. Ooh, I like that. Shadowmancer. That's very cool. I think we could do some very cool things with that, especially with the transparent plastic. That could be very cool. Shadow Assassin. Alright, I'll make that the last one. Shadow Assassin. Alright, there we go. Done. Alright, the poll is going to go for 2 minutes, because this is the big one at the start. Here we go. Bam! Alright, so 2-minute poll. I don't know what I like the most out of that one, actually. I think I'm torn. It's a 3-way tie so far, which is fine and dandy. Ooh, Horizon Walker's taking it forward. Wow, Horizon Walker's really taking it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, Horizon Walkers are interesting in and of themselves. Twitch Tales might be biasing results. No, it's fine. Look, Horizon Walkers are great, and I mean, we could always. No, no. I mean, if I was gonna do that, I'd probably invite Rob. I was gonna say we could probably make the Warforged if Rob was around, but maybe not. Maybe another time. Maybe another time I'll get Rob on this, and we'll make a version of Thinger. The name is totally escaping me. All right, looks like we are going with a Horizon Walker. Apis, thank you. Yes. Yes. So yeah, maybe I'll get Rob on and then we'll make Apis together one day. That'll be the thing. All right. Very well. The Horizon Walker it is. Okay, so what do we know about Horizon Walkers? Well, and we will write this down just as we create our character so that we know. Because keeping in mind, we're not just building, a picture. We're creating an entire character, right? So, one of the first things we look at is, what is a... Oh, thank you, Myth. You are awesome. So cool. All right, so one of the things we look at is like Horizon Walkers and what defines a Horizon Walker. For me, it's their wanderlust and travel. The fact that they go from plane to plane. They have to be prepared for a number of different things, right? They have to be someone who are very survival orientated, which for me says ranger more than anything else. Right? Like someone who is like a ranger or a druid of some kind who specializes in, going around and understanding exactly. I have double notifications. Oh, thank you. I will fix that in a moment. Okay. Oh, I see what's happened. Okay. No, I see what's happened. That's okay. I will remedy that later. I'll remedy that later. For now, I will turn this off. There we go. Okay. So that should be fine. Good. Okay, so yeah, so survivalist is kind of another thing I think of when I think of a Horizon Walker. What else do we think of? I always had a soft spot for Jack of Shadows from Roger Zelensky. Well, keep in mind, there's no reason why we couldn't take a character like that. You know what I mean? Like the Shadow Plane, for example, is a type of extra plane. Like I said, we can just kind of take a look and see where we're at with that. But we'll see where we go. Now, I guess the next question is, how do we convey this as a character? So, backstory-wise, we have our big three questions that we always ask. First question is, what connects this character to a story? We don't have a story, so we can't connect it. What connects this person to an adventuring group? With a Horizon Walker being so wandering and the like, a group never really seems to quite fit. For me, a Horizon Walker is always, a guide, of sorts. Like, you arrive at this particular new dimension, and this is the person you need to get who needs to give you the lay of the land, right? So, taking on the role of a guide is always an interesting one. But another one that I really love is the idea of a quest giver. Someone who's like, no time to explain, jump in the portal. That's always very entertaining. Yeah, that is always very, very entertaining. So I can kind of dig that. A mystic searching for a hero. So kind of like your Merlin kind of character, I'm traveling the realms in search of a true hero, someone worthy of blah blah blah. That could be fun. Okay, I like those. Let's accidentally discovered originally, now pops in and out. Are they a Time Lord? Could be a Time Lord. Could be a Time Lord. All right, let's do a poll here because we like polls. All right, new poll. Who am I is what we're gonna call this one. Let's go with mystical hero seeker. That's a good one. Mystical hero seeker. Let's go with wandering guide. And we could always go with Time Lordy. So wandering hero. We could always have a. What about an unwitting teleporter? Because there's an online horror community group that write something for what's called the SCP, which is like a series of strange monsters that are contained by an organization called the SCP organization. And I remember reading one, kind of Quantum Leap style. Yeah, I remember reading one where there was this story about a guy who was the unwilling teleporter, and he was always just teleporting. He did not want to change dimensions, but he always did. That could kind of be a lot of fun, like a Horizon Walker who just keeps teleporting, but just doesn't want to. It's beyond their control. That could always be a lot of fun. Yeah, wandering guide, mystical hero, or just kind of someone. I want to also say someone who's whimsical traveler. Like someone who travels, but not because they have to, just because they do. Yeah, like teleporting when strong emotions happen, or teleporting when, you sneeze. That would be hilarious. Especially in flu season. It'd be amazing. Alright. Alright, so the poll is up. We have a few different ideas here. Let us see what we come up with. Who is this individual? What is their basis modus operandi? Who are they? I listened to a podcast where someone time traveled temporarily when they had panic attacks. That's kind of cool. Well, it depends on how far they travel back. I mean, imagine having a panic attack and then ending up in the time of the dinosaurs and continuing to have a panic attack. Awful. Absolutely awful. I love tea. The Wandering Guide. Okay, Wandering Guide. Are we going to exhibit an enlightened democracy and do rank and choice voting? It was just like that. They had a panic attack and brought into World War II. Jesus, yeah. Ranked choice voting? No, I don't have ranked choice voting. I just do whatever's in order of what I see. All right, so story-wise, we have our Horizon Walker. This individual travels the multiverse, or travels the various planes, guiding those who are lost and afraid. Guiding those who are lost through the various planes as a service to those in need. So yeah, that's a good connection to a group, which is exactly what you want from a good PC. The last question is what makes this character not an NPC? What is their personal motivation that guides them through the adventure? So this would, in my mind, come into why they're a planeswalker in the first place. What is it that what is your goal currently? I don't know, maybe it's just because I recently watched Castlevania, but I love the idea that someone that they love has been lost to the planes, and they're trying to find them. And that also explains why they're helping people who are lost as well. Like, if they're like, yeah, I'm looking for someone who is lost here, and I think that they're going to be scared and afraid, and I notice that you're here, and you don't necessarily want to be here, and that you're scared and afraid. So, yeah, I'll help you out. So that could be kind of cool. So hear me out for a second. Anyone remember Stargate? How old do you think I am? Yeah, of course I remember Stargate. What about a sort of Daniel Jackson type character? His only real superpower, other than being teleporting, is him just being a decent human. What made you think Daniel was a decent human? Daniel, I mean, maybe that was just the actor, but I didn't like Daniel. I didn't think he was a decent human. I think he put on being a decent human. Jack was a decent human. I like Jack. Jack was cool. Love Stargate. There was a Stargate TTRPG that came out recently. Yes, there was. Also loved Stargate through the Ori thread. Oh, I remember the Ori. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Though the Ori thread kind of lost me a bit. It was like I don't know. It was very cultish. It's very weird. It was like, yeah, they kind of went into like a Christian kind of vibe, which was odd. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the song Heart of Gold. Just looking for a Heart of Gold, and I'm getting old. What do you think of the movie or TV show? I'm thinking the TV show. TV show, yeah. Samantha was my favorite first fictional character crush. Yeah, Powers didn't work for me. The TV show. I've always been a big Jack fan because every time, like when it comes to sci-fi, I have no idea. Like, no idea. Avarian, hey, how you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. Please grab a seat. Find your favorite cup of hot tea or coffee or soft drink or whatever you like. We are building Hero Forge minis and designing RPG characters. We are currently working on a Horizon Walker, which we're just fleshing out reasons as to why this Horizon Walker is now wandering the multiple planes of existence. Why would they do this? What drives them? What is their motivation? See, because if I wanted this character to be an NPC, right, I would leave it here. I would just say they are a guide. There is no need to look into his backstory. If I want him to be a PC, that's when you want to look at the motivation. Why are they traveling? Why are they moving around? Power? All right. Let's see. Power would be one where you would need to flesh that out a bit more. Like, what would they need power for? How would Horizon Walking ensue that power? Power to start a cult? That's a good one. So if you were, of course, traveling from plane to plane, recruiting people, that could definitely be a thing. Help adventurers for history to unfold the right way. So that is looking at time dilation, which we could do. Okay, let's start our poll. Let's start creating our poll here. Here we go. New poll. All right. Why am I? So we have the lost love in the multiverse. We have the cult, recruitment for power. We have restoring the natural order. That's another good one. And having to find key of souls on various planes of existence to perform a binding spell to prevent the great void from breaking free. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to put that down as complex ritual. So they're trying to complete a complex ritual. I do love the fact that it's tied to the realm of the dead. Because we can do things like saying, because some planes of existence aren't connected to the river Styx and the natural way of life. So this character could be all about, moving from place to place, trying to bring death where they go, but not in a negative way. Not like I'm trying to kill everything, but I'm trying to connect the river to these other places because that is the way that the nature should be. And it's almost like the ferryman or Kion, kind of vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that could be kind of cool. And let's get one more. Let's get one more in here. Let's go with... All right, there we go. Done. All right, 1 minute poll is going up. Boom. Yeah, I feel like we were building a cult story the other day, and I felt like I was gonna say something. Who am I? Why am I? Tis close. All right, restoring history. Restoring history. Okay. So we are looking very similarly to a Time Lord of some kind. Okay, so we are looking at kind of like this idea that what do you call it? That we are looking at the character being very, very much in line with trying to set life to Cotlindria. Trying to set life to match a particular timeline. So this immediately gives me Loki vibes, right? Like if you haven't seen the new Disney series, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I am going to say it's about, sort of the timeline, as it were, and stuff like that. So it reminds me of like that whole idea that there are these people who go around trying to set the timeline in order. So we can look at a Horizon Walker from a time perspective, which would be very interesting. Which of course leads me to Professor Barnes, because Barnes is a time walker, but I've just made Barnes, so I don't want to make him again. Hang on, let me have a look at him again. I mean, do I want to make him again? That's the question. Or do I even want to look at making something like him again? Nah, he looks pretty cool. No, I'm happy with him. He can stay that way. Okay. So, all right. So we're making a time traveler. Let me just write this note. So, time protector. Guiding lost folks. So, what if this individual traveled between realms and between times to find people who have been lost by time, right? Like, let's say a time traveling accident happens. These are the guys who basically go in and appear in front of people who have been lost in time and go, hey, you don't belong in this timeline. Come with me. We're going to put you back to the right one. So what if that's the kind of character? Okay. Cool. So, now, I think if we're looking at that, then we need to look at a few things. So, first of all, gear-wise... Okay, I like the idea of him stepping out of a portal. But here's how I would do it. I wouldn't have him stepping out of the portal like that. I would likely have him... let's see. I would likely have him with a cloak of some kind. And then have that arm going there. Maybe like that. Something like that. What do you think? Does that kind of look okay? Yeah, like have the portal behind him. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Hey, Silver Red Fox. Welcome. Petiola, hopefully a flexible schedule. Got to go get my kids from soccer practice. No worries. Hopefully they are winning at all things. I'll probably be here when you're back, but otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. So what are the duties involved? I'm not summoning an ancient evil, just want to know what the focus is. Oh, are you talking about your cult? Why are you designing a cult? What perks are there in the cult? We're signing up for a cult in the chat. Yeah. Look, don't ask me. What are we creating today? We are creating a Horizon Walker who is a time traveler that is traveling around helping people who are lost in time. That is the goal for today. Yay! Okay, so here we go. So I like the idea of the portal behind. I think that's a cool touch. We can play around with stuff later. And hopefully, let me just check this. I'm hoping that this is going to be the case. Can I? All right. So if I do this, and then I add in the following decal. Okay, so this is, nope. Okay, because the idea is if I can get... Yeah, because if I can get this bit here... You see what I'm kind of doing here? If I can get that to here, then that kind of looks okay, but I kind of want the I don't want that. That'd be the caveat. How do I get rid of that? Damn, no. Oh, well, I tried. It was close, but that'll look a little weird. Pardon me. Now let's see. Can you make the portal a bit bigger? No, I cannot. I cannot make the portal a bit bigger. All right. Well, with that in mind, with the new information in mind, I don't think having the portal behind is going to work. So I'm just going to go back to this one where we have the portal by the leg. Because that one we can do. We can have... Because that portal, we can have one of the legs like that. And then we can add that. See? So that one actually does look like the leg is coming out of the portal. Although we don't have to have that be the color of the portal, like we can make the portal purple. Or we can make it pink. We can do whatever the hell we want, because we're adults. I said pink, damn it. There we go. Yeah, so we can do whatever we want with that. Can't you cover it with something like a long skirt? We could. We absolutely could. But nonetheless, we have decided, okay, so... species. What species do we want to be? What species jump to mind when we think of our time-traveling... Horizon Walker? What species? Gnome? Yeah, gnome does sound pretty good. I like that. Whatever the eagle one lookings are. The raptors. Eladrin. Bad with race names. Incredibly annoyed dwarf. That could be rather entertaining. Aarakocra. All right, let's do a poll. Let's throw in a poll. Let's see how we go. All right, so let's see. Manage poll. New poll. Race. Gnome. Aarakocra. I don't know how to spell it, but that's how it's going. Dwarf. Yeah, I think an imp might be a bit too specific. Like, you know, especially with Horizon Walker, having a planar thing would be, wouldn't be, you know, like it'd be like having a demon or a devil. Eladrin, which is an elf, really. I mean, for those of you who don't know, it's like a seasonal elf. Yeah, let's put in Eladrin. Why not? And what else? I'm going to throw in a human just because I can. Let's see. I'm also gonna up the. No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, I'll leave the time at 1 minute. Okay, cool. All right. Poll is up. Let us know what you think, and we'll see how that goes. All right. I'm going to go and free my cat from captivity. I will be right back. Alright, cat is free. Yeah. And our race is. Let's see, what was our result? Not gonna tell me? Fine, be that way. It was an even split between everything. Why? Okay. Where's my D3? Here we go. Gnome, Aarakocra, and Eladrin. Uno, dos, tres. Uno. Gnome. Noma it is. Alright, so we are turning this individual, our time person, into a gnome. I'm just going to flip for seeing if we're going to be male or female, just because I think it could be either. Actually, what have we done for Legendary this season? Where are we leaning towards? We've got a male. We got a male. So let's go with a female. Let's go with a female for this one. All right. Actually, the shorter leg actually looks even better with the portal. That's actually kind of cool. I like that one. Non-binary? Yeah, I can go with a non-binary character. Let's increase her height just a tiny bit. Let's pose her other appendage just a little bit better. Because ideally we just want to make sure that you can't see the hand at all. think I need to make that arm longer. That's what it is. Body measurements, arm length. There we go. Aha, perfect. All right, Apis is non-binary representation. Yeah. I have no issues with that at all. I mean, I think one of the big things, and this is just how I feel about the matter, is it is very difficult sometimes to broach the topic of representation if you do not belong to a particular demographic. So if I were to pose or to create characters based on being gender fluid or non-binary and stuff like that, at the moment it's a very sensitive time where individuals can definitely take affront to those who are not from that particular demographic as being stereotypical, offensive, etc. Which I think is silly, because especially when you're talking about like a fantasy game, it's like I'm already pretending to be something, like I'm pretending to be an elf. I don't need to have to also justify why I'm not a dwarf, so why should I not be able to play a non-binary character? But I've had it happen. I've had people turn to me and sort of be like, yeah, we don't really feel comfortable with you playing blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, all right. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the skirt just because we can hide that. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. We're going to go with a... I'm not going to keep this skirt. I'm just going to... Yes. And then that way I'm going to do that. Yep, perfect. Perfect. There we go. We've got her stepping out of a portal kind of look, which I think is going to work really, really well. Good morning, Brain Beast. Hello, greetings, welcome. We are currently doing what we call Hero Forge Legendary, the series where we create characters from you guys. You guys, the audience, are the inspiration to these characters, and yeah, we make what we can of them because it's fun. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is our individual. She's stepping out of a portal, which kind of looks all right. We're using the skirt to hide the hand that the portal is coming from, which I think is fine. I think that works okay. And yeah, we're going to keep making this character. So what we have here is we have a Horizon Walker gnome whose goal it is to try and set the timeline correct because history is going all wonky. She travels from timeline to timeline, finding people who are in the wrong timeline and returning them to the right place. So kind of like Loki, but less, taking people out of the timeline and more putting them back in the right one. I've been accused of misappropriating First Nation cultures and roleplay. First Nation heritage. Yeah, it's very weird. It's a very weird thing. It goes very well, Brain Beast. Thank you for asking. Love Hero Forge. Awesome. That's wonderful to hear. I love Hero Forge as well. And at the end of the stream, we also do like a review thing where I'll actually take a look at some people's Hero Forge minis. So if you have any that you'd like to share, drop a link and we'll have a look at the end of the stream. Absolutely. I'm here to give you shit about getting a short non-binary Horizon worker. I mean, yeah. Look, you'll be surprised what people will kick up over. DP version 2, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I missed it a little bit earlier on, but welcome to the crypt. It's very nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Yeah. Stop trying to make Apis, you. Scales better. Yes, stop trying to make Apis. I know. Look, Apis is going to be... Apis will be done. I will get Rob and we will make Apis together on Hero Forge at some point. We will. We'll just do it. But not today. Not today. Alright, so we've got our gnome. So, I guess the next thing is what kind of gnome do we want? Do we want a spellcastery gnome? Do we want a... I mean, I think it's going to be nice and easy. Let's make this character a Chronomancer. So, Chronomancer is a type of wizard from the Wildermount book. Nice and easy there. So, let's make it very obvious that she is a time traveler, because one of the things that you always want to do with creating a character, especially in Hero Forge, is you want to make it clear what this individual is about. So gear-wise, there is definitely the watch that you can always give. So there's the watch in one hand. Alternatively, we could give the hourglass as well. So there is also the hourglass, or even the hourglass scepter. What do you guys think? Watch, hourglass, or the scepter? I think I'm keen on the watch, maybe? But what do you guys feel? How do you guys feel? Oh, we're still talking. Okay, sorry. I do apologize. I'm only glancing at chat. Let's see. There's actually a neat effect over a feet and skirt. Looks like residual traces of magic. Yes, that's kind of the vibe I'm going with. My very first DM, who happened to be my ex, refused LGBTQA representation in his game, saying that they are medieval people. They don't give a shit about gender and such. I went absolutely mad when I tried to make a non-binary character. It was also a way to test the waters for my own coming out as non-binary. Look, I'm gonna get real with you. And here's how look, this is not a political channel. This is not a political show. But I think it's important because you guys are friends and you guys are people who I want to make you guys feel comfortable in this space as well. What if we put the hourglass by your feet? That way it's more obvious and not in your face. Yeah, okay, let's try that while I'm doing that. Now, here's my view on LGBT and role-playing games. As I previously mentioned, sometimes when you are not part of the LGBT community, you can get accused of not representing. The catch with that is that in equal parts, when you decide you want to represent, not being a part of that community has you ostracized as someone who could potentially just be using it as a gimmick, right? Which can sometimes be worse. So there's no right answer into where it belongs in your role-playing game to that regard. However, as someone who who genuinely has lots of friends who are in that community and the like, I think it's important to remember that role-playing games can be very freeing. It's all about being able to break the norms of society that we understand it as and be able to enjoy a fictional make-believe world. When we start to explore ourselves and our actual personal growth through role-playing games, we are, in turn, exploring something a little bit different. We are exploring our desired reality in a role-playing game. And while that's okay, it does need to be prefixed very strongly. I've had a few people come out at my tables. I've had a few people make mention that the tables that I ran made them feel comfortable enough to come out to a particular group of people, and that's fine. I've got no issue with that. But I do take issue when someone is using a game to air out their own grievances or insecurities and stuff like that, if that makes sense. I have definitely seen some people who have been like, yes, no, I didn't realize that I was gay until I joined your game, and it was really cool that you kind of were really accepting. And then they ended up like super hitting on like one of the other characters because the player really really liked the other player, until to the point where it made them feel uncomfortable. So I've seen the dirty end of where that could potentially go. So I'm always like this. I always say, play what you want to play because it's a fictional fantasy world, right? But if you want to explore your personal self and these ideals, that's something you need to be upfront with myself. You need to be upfront with the table. Even if it's something like, hey, look, I'm not sure, but I'm going through some stuff. And this is just how I want to kind of just feel comfortable doing it. It's a nice little heads up. That's all, like that way, everyone's prepared for it. Not prepared for, you get what I'm going with. But yeah. Looking forward to the Coyote and Crow RPG. Haven't seen it, haven't heard of it, but I will look into that. But yeah, okay. For stories, I run welcoming, but I will warn you, the times stories take place in my frown on it. In medieval women are subordinate to men. Story creator is my husband. Yeah. Well, exactly. There are also definitely adventures like that where it does come down to old values, and whether those old values are the right ones. Okay, so real quick, back onto this one. Are we going to be looking at a what kind of things should what kind of things should she be carrying? Is she because she's a wizard, so I mean a staff, a scepter, a wand. I mean, wands kind of look really cool. I do like the look of a good old magic wand. What do you guys think? There you go. And what we could do here is we could add a decal on the wand. And have that match the portal color. Do you know what I mean? Maybe even have the book idea. Okay, let's try a book. Is that too big? Man, these books are huge. These are massive books. Okay, but I think I can work with that one. Okay, so if I... Alright, so if I move... Let's try this. So if I tilt her to the side ever so slightly, and then move that book that way. Come on. There we go. And then we move this arm over here. And then bend that shoulder. So what we're doing here is rather than having her holding the book in that traditional way, what we'll do is we have her like, you know, it almost looks like she's actually properly holding that book. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because holding the book in your hand, and I'm going to show you this just real quick, is if I were to put that book, that same book, in her other hand, right? She's just kind of meh. She's just kind of thropping it, you know what I mean? Which isn't quite right. Whereas that looks more like how a gnome would carry a book that size. That would, you know, yeah, that would be it. And it doesn't scale? No, I don't think the book scales. Pretty sure the book doesn't scale. Yeah, no, not even. Not even. So I think that's okay. I think that's fine. I think that works reasonably well. There are smaller books, yeah, but this one's pretty. First Nation sci-fi setting. Just finished kickstarting a couple months ago. Oh, okay. All right. What about an open book? Let's have a look. Open book, open book, open book. What does that look like? So yeah, I think the same thing. It's the way that the book is. Ooh, you know what? I do like that spell effect. Oh, I'm tempted. All right, so I'm going to put up a poll for this one because this one's actually a pretty good one. All right, so new poll. Gear. So wand and book. One book open, one book close, or something else. So I'm definitely a fan of the wand, right? Like I definitely like the idea of the wand because it looks like she's using the wand to kind of create the portal and then she's stepping out. But I like the idea of the lightning coming from the book because what I could do is I can maybe pose it like she's reading from the book. But my issue is that when she's reading from the book, she's probably not walking through a portal. So the wand kind of gives that sense of motion. It's that forward motion that the mini is now making. Oh, hello, Garthon. Good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it happens to be. We are making a gnome chronomancer who is a horizon walker, traveling through time and helping people who are lost in time. We haven't designed the outfit yet. We're just kind of coming up with the pose just to kind of communicate stuff. One open book. All right, open book it is. So let's clear the gear. Whoops. Let's give her the open book. Let's see, that's the book I want. Okay, get rid of the side book. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, the big issue is that if she's looking at the book or reading at the book, it's not as likely as she is going to be, what's the word? Like reading while she's walking through a portal. Do you know what I mean? Like that's my only issue with that. Is that when you walk through a portal, you generally don't, have your nose buried in a book when you do so. So that idea of motion that's coming from there is kind of almost cut off by the idea of the book. But, like I said, this is an audience one, so we'll make what we can. Let's see. It's also very hard to make the character read a book. We could also use a smaller book, maybe. Let's have a look. Maybe if we make her arms longer a little bit. No, that's not going to help. Okay, let's see if there's other books. Other open books? Are they all just super big? No, just the super big ones. Maybe use the book to open the portal, or she just walked through. No, yeah, but see, it's the same. Like I said, it's the very, very same problem. Is when you open the book, you kind of walk through with the book open, or do you kind of like close the book and be done? Yeah, like I said, it like reading is not a active motion, because that's what you look at when you look at like still image to motion. It's like, where is that leading line taking us? Because the leading line gesture has the book pointing towards you, which is almost like a wall. Let's see. What if the hand is facing forward as if she's channeling magic from the book? Ah, okay. I dig that. I dig that as well. In fact, that could actually do better. Okay, I got an idea. Let's play around. Let's throw this idea out there, because I like that. That's a good idea. So what if, suppose, so she has her book out, and the other thing is we can't rotate the book, which is, I mean, we can, but like her arm is, as you can see, like halfway through the goddamn thing. Actually, I think the short of it is that we can't use a gnome. That might be the only... No, we can't use anything. What the hell? Maybe it's we can't let her read it? Okay, that's getting somewhere. Okay. Good. Getting there. Is that... Ugh, come on. Yeah, that's just chopping into her arm. And look at how wonky her wrist is. That is normal, right? That is where her wrist would normally be. What if the hand is facing forward as if she's channeling forward? Yeah, so I like the idea, right? So I like the idea that her other hand is creating that portal, right? So that I'm all about. All right, I think that's a great idea. So her other hand is creating this portal, and we could easily... Come on, you. We could easily push that to the side, have the elbow twisted out. Right, that, we can do some cool things there. Well, maybe without her arm broken. So we could probably do stuff like that, which I think could work. The only issue is that book. That book that's slicing my poor little gnome's hand off. Hey, we have a raid from Satine Phoenix. Hello, my dear. How are you guys? I hope you guys had a absolutely banger of a stream. How are you guys? Welcome. We are playing around on Hero Forge, making some minis, doing some stuff. We are making a Chronomancer Wizard Horizon Walker, who is traveling through time in order to guide lost souls, guiding lost souls back to their original timelines. This, I feel like it's inspired a little bit by Loki, by, your typical D&D adventure, and of course, the Horizon Walker. So we came up with a few ideas, but we're kind of stuck, I guess. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go backwards here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back. We tried the book. We tried the book because this is all audience based. So you guys are the ones who help us build and decide these. But I'm thinking. Let's see. Where did it go? Did I lose it? Yeah. There we go. All right. So I'm going to open this one. All right. We're gonna go backwards. Because I liked this pose, and I think we need to go back. So we're making a female gnome. Okay, so there we go. I'm thinking back to the book and the wand. So nice and easy. Yeah, Portal Hero fart. Well, that's because everyone was calling it the fart thing, because they're saying it looked like a fart, and it made me sad and shush. All right. So this is where we're at. So I'm gonna put the one back in. I'm gonna change that pose there. Dedo is gonna add a message of the Hero Forge section of the Discord for this character. Oh, thank you. I will be adding the story that we have made for the character as well as the blueprint once we are done. And then gear side, and then we're gonna add that book, because I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. I was happiest with the model when we had like the book and the wand. I know that there was the popularity between the having the actual having just the book, but it's not working. It's, you know, and sometimes you gotta bite that bullet. You gotta turn around and be like, yeah, look, I tried. It's not behaving. It's not working, and we need to do something about it. So let's do something about it. All right, so there we go. So we're going to move this book to the back here. Now while I'm fiddling around, Satine, tell me what happened with your stream. How did it go? What were you and your delightful husband talking about today? Or was it Couples D&D Day? Is that what day it is? Oh, pose suggestion in the Discord. Ah, okay. Let me pop some eyeballs on there. Oh yeah, I can kind of see that. That is a very dynamic pose. The difference is with that one in particular, I think trying to walk through that portal, I think this is kind of more of a cooler idea, like moving the portal to where you're going to move it and moving your portal to where you're going to walk, as opposed to like in the middle of the air. But I like it. I do like that as an idea. All right. So then we move this arm here. Elbow twist. And that way, even though we've got that big book, she's grabbing it purposefully. She's grabbing it like she's grabbing it like it's a proper book. Okay. All right, and then let's move that there a little bit. Give it a little bit of sauce, so that we don't have the character just like kind of, on the character isn't just kind of standing in a very neutral position. She's got like some motion, she's got some twist to her, so she's moving in a direction. So there we go. And then she's peeling that way. All right. So now let's look at gear and clothing. So we want to try and do some clothing on the lower half just to cover the hand that we've got there that creates the portal. We don't want to necessarily create like that, because that's not going to help. Things like that also kind of help, but not as much. So let's have a look. What's a good? Let's look at a few good ones. No, don't hate the dwarven leather one. You know what? I'm going to go through these, and anyone that I think is like, hey, put that up there. Let me know if you think it's a good look, and then we'll add that to the vote. So I don't mind the dwarven leather. I think that kind of looks all right. No, that doesn't work. That's a bathrobe. Does it work? It works though, but that one also works. What's this one? The buckskin dress. That one doesn't work. That is the tavern skirt. Tavern skirt also kind of works. Cocktail dress. Oh, I need to move that book a little bit. Where are you? There. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very nice, very nice. All right. So back to dresses. Let's see. This is the fancy dress bottom. Yeah, that actually works okay. The noble skirt also looks okay. That will not work. That will not work. Ugh. Nightmares. Ancient robes. The warlock skirt. Yeah, these are all working. The warlock skirt also kind of works. Electric plate. So. Yes, I could be evil. Now I got some clipping issues on that one. Nope. Ornate robes kind of look okay. They kind of give it that torn, that kind of battle-worn kind of thing. Wizard's robes. The hakama, which is the Japanese lower pants. Nope. So no pants, no pants, no pants, no pants. Traveler's furs. Traveler's furs are okay too. I don't mind that. Nope. And these are the medieval gown one. The hakama the most so far. Yeah, I kind of like the hakama and the traveler's fur. Those are my two favorite ones. All right, let me know, and I will put them in the vote so that the chat may vote. New poll. Here we go. Traveler. So lower body. Traveler's fur. And hakama. Anyone else have any other suggestions? Any other thoughts? Speak now, or forever hold your peace. All right. Throwing out the vote there. Vote's up for 1 minute. You guys get to decide what we are looking at. And while we do that, I'm going to have a look at something else. Because, I mean, I like the book. Maybe I could look at having that hand do another portal. I mean, maybe that's the ticket. Maybe that's the... Yeah, maybe you're right, Plaz. I think that's the I think that's definitely the vibe on that one. All right, Hakama it is. What do you guys think? Do you think wand or portal? Or we could have the watch again. Wand, portal, or watch? Okay, I will put the Hakama on. Alright, upper body. So upper body we got a lot to play with. I mean, again, we can... Remembering she is a planeswalker traveler kind of character. This could be an interesting one. That's kind of cool. I like that. The cut-off sleeve also means that you can see more of the book area here. I kind of like that one. What's this one? Street Hacker. All right, let's make another poll real quick. I'm going to add this one to it. New poll, Street Hacker. Okay. Chess piece. All right, what else do we have? We have like the wizard one. Yeah, I didn't want the wizard one because the sleeves unfortunately get clipped into the book, and we want to avoid that. I know, I was a bit disappointed at that too. I thought the wizard one did look really cool. That one's okay. Yeah, that one's not too bad. That's the street mage's clothes. Oh, not that one, the one next to it. You mean this one? Yeah, that one's alright. The robes of the order are these ones. Yeah, that could be a good one. I'm going to put that in the thing. Robes of the order. And then I'm also going to add street mage. Let's see. What else do we have? No, I didn't like those ones. I don't think furs would work too well. Nah, I don't think the rogue stuff does either. Oh, no. It's very tricky, this one. Trying to make her not look like an NPC is tricky. Oh, that's a cool one. Slim jacket with accent. That's another one I'll throw in. There you go. Slim jacket with accent. All right, and yeah, I think that'll be it. All right, so we've got a few of them here. We've got the slim jacket. We have the, let's see. We have the street mage. We have the stylish jacket. We have the robes of the order. And we had the street hacker. I think the street hacker looked a little bit more This one looks a bit more unique, I think. But there you go. All right, voting is up. Take your pick, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got a lot of votes for the robe of the order and the jacket with accent. So let's have another look at those ones real quick. So the jacket with the accent is this one. And the robes of the order is this one. Which of these two? All right. Well, it looks like we're going to a vote. Looks like we're going to the coin. The coin. All right, here we go. We're going odds and evens once again. So here we go. All right. Red is going to be robes of the order. Blue is going to be the slim jacket with the accent. Red, robes of the order. All right. Okay, so there we go. Next up, let's design her head. So I think her ears are fine. Her hair. Let's see. I do love that fabulous hair. Look at that. Bob cut? No, silly. Well, that's kind of okay. You can kind of put glasses on her, maybe. Let's see. What are we trying to communicate? Give me a personality type. Give me a personality type. I'm going to up these to 100 bits. Oh, I'm glad to hear, D-Maze. Sorry the network is letting you down. Oh, that's kind of cool. I do like that. Some very cool ideas here. I don't know if any of them jump out to me. I mean, traditionally gnomes have very wacky and wild hair. You know, I kind of dig like the glam wizard. Like that just looks kind of cool. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Shade away. Like the dreads. Yeah, the dreads are pretty cool too. I've used the dreads a few times now though, and I've got the dreads on the drow that we made last season. You know, so I kind of want to try a few different things. I mean, this one actually does look pretty cool. What do you guys think of that? This hairstyle. This is the thick braided curl. Probably looking at a carer. Yeah, that's true. This one? Yeah? Alright, that seems to have a unanimously positive look on it. I do like this. I do like this one. Alright, which leaves... Yeah, me too. That's the thing, is I don't know why, but I really do dig it. Alright. Any glasses or the like? Eyewear? That's kind of creepy, but cool. No, I think the eyewear... I don't think she needs eyewear. Monocle? Let's have a look. Does it add anything? All right, I'm going to put that to a vote. Monocle or no monocle? Okay, manage poll. New poll, monocle or no monocle? Jamar says, hi, he can't watch from his phone, only my laptop. Yay! Well, it's still good to see you, Jamar. And if you let me know in the chat what you want to vote for, I will automatically add your vote. Because you deserve to be here too. Oh, there you go. Only if it's an important magic item. I mean, yeah, we can make it an important magic item, you know what I mean? Like there's got to be a way for her to read the timeline, right? So, I mean, no reason why it... Like, maybe in order to read the book that has all the timelines in it, she needs the monocle. Could be. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. I think no gloves. And as for shoes, I would like... There's definitely a pair of shoes that I really want. I want her to have these shoes. Yes. All right, let's see how our vote is looking. No monocle. Okay, no monocle it is. Okay. All right, so I guess the next step is bunny slippers or bust. No bunny slippers. I'm deciding. Moi. Okay, so next up we need to decide on a couple of things. The first thing we need to decide is the color of time magic. So let's Google time magic and see what people create as images of time magic. So we got green over here, which you can see, blue, yellow. That's some pretty good time magic-y things. Gold, green. Green's got a very Doctor Strange kind of vibe. Amber. I like amber. Amber's kind of cool. Ooh, we can try and make a color like honey. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our own color. Okay. Something steampunkish. Yeah, I think that kind of amber honey kind of color would work well. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to mix. We're going to create a new paint. We are going to create it based on its type, which is going to be glossy, because we want to kind of create that kind of honey look. We're going to go to an orangey kind of color. And let's have a quick look. Now, is that honey? I think maybe honey's a little bit more orange. Maybe a little lighter. Maybe a little darker than that. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of glow to it. And we're going to make it transparent plastic. All right. So we're going to start with that. Now let's adjust. All right. So honey will have the high colors be a little bit more yellow. And the low colors get to be a little bit more red. Okay. Does that kind of look like amber, I guess? Is that the right... Am I in the right ballpark here? What do you think? Just had a nuts idea. Yeah, I think so. Honey. No, I don't want to save on coupons. Okay. I think it might be a bit more red. Yeah, that's better. Orange and blue. Make the portal she's entering, she's leaving red, and the one she's entering blue. Okay, Let me save this one real quick. I'm going to call this honey, because I like that. I feel like I'll need honey later on. So save this paint. Boom. Paint is saved. Okay. So orange and blue. So kind of like Portal. Okay. Yeah, let's try that one. So I go into mixes. I'm going to duplicate this. But this one I'm going to shift over to the... Oops. This one I'm going to shift over to the blue spectrum of things. Don't worry, we'll fix that. That's no problem. All right. Oh, you're not. Yeah. Okay. So sorry. What was the suggestion? It wasn't orange and blue. It was red and. Okay, so it was red. My apologies. So kind of like that. And before I forget, I'm going to. Okay. So what do we think of that? Is that kind of what we're thinking? Because we can go through the spectrum. So, like the purple's not bad. The blue's good. I don't like the green. Don't mind it being yellow. I think red, blue. Yeah, red and blue kind of really sing at me. Like that kind of turquoisey aquamarine thing kind of looks. Yeah, I was thinking of the effects while observing objects at a great distance. Yeah, I think this works well because it also kind of goes to the Horizon Walker, like, you know, like the plane of water and then the plane of fire. You know what I mean? Like, I think that looks really cool. I think that's where I'm sold. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do. Come on, no, I don't want to twist it. I want to lift it, and then bend it that way. Up a bit. Up, please. Up, up, up. Up. Why are you so difficult? There. Good. All right. So there we go. All right, I think that's looking good. Okay, now that we've got the colors of the magic powers, we want to look at the color palette that we're going to use for the rest of the actual body. Hey, GM Workshop, what's up? We are creating a time-traveling Horizon Walker in Hero Forge for our Legendary series. It's coming along really nicely, actually, like super nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add this as a cheeky effect. We're going to rotate this that way. Go down. Keep rotating it, I think. Okay, and then what we can do is we can transparent plastic that. See? So now we've got the decal of the character almost like half emerging from that portal. We just need to be very careful about how we do it. There we go, maybe just a little higher. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Bam! Whew. Is this character art? Neither. This is actually going to be printed. This is going to be printed out on our at our end of season finale. Yeah, we're going to get these printed and we're going to go and inspect them and see how cool they are. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, these are going to be actual models that we are going to make, which will be awesome. All right, I think we got a really cool look there. Like I love that the lower half is that transparent plastic, like she's just coming out of that portal. You know what? Let's challenge ourselves here. I was going to avoid it, but let's flip this around, because if we flip it around, we can look at the little splatters, and let's see if we can get the Hero Forge guys to actually complete those splatters in transparent plastic. Don't know if they will, don't know if they won't, but it'll be very fun to find out. Yeah, okay, I love that. Yeah, hey, Tricky Trident, what's up? What's cracking? How you doing, buddy? All right. So with that being said, we now have the blue, we now have the orange. Sorry, we have the blue, we have the orange. So now we kind of want to mix the colors on the inside. For this, it is a no-brainer. It has to be this kind of a darker blue color so that it contrasts well. We need that dark blue because that's going to ultimately make that big difference. We can then use some upper colors to, like, you know, sort of highlight a few things here and there, just to kind of really make things pop and really kind of emphasize the fact that, hey, this character's a gnome. But ultimately, that blue is going to be the thing that holds it all together. There we go. If you're going to use white, like we could possibly use white here on the belt, don't use your straight whites. Always make sure you tint it ever so slightly to the palette that you want to use. So because we're using a blue palette, we want to use like something like this, which is the mint tint. Has that blue-green, or Dicey Icy. Yeah, Dicey Icy works better. See, because again, let me just show you this real quick. If I just use plain white, that just stands out like that. But just adding that tiny bit of blue, oops, makes that just blend in really nicely. There you go. He wants to, I can just picture the text face when they get this one. Oh my god, he wants me to do what? Yeah, I feel like I do that every now and then with the Hero Forge guys. I'm like, because look, ultimately, the reason I did this was because, one, I do love and I do believe that the Hero Forge minis produced by Hero Forge are like some of the best quality minis. And I want to show people. I want people to believe that. And so I want to make unbelievable models that, you know, yeah, again, you have to see to believe. And this is definitely shaping up to be one of them. Putting Hero Forge to the test. Yes, exactly. Putting Hero Forge to the test. All right. So looking at that, let's so we've got the basics of the coloration. Unless anyone wishes to protest. If you wish to protest, please say so. This is, of course, a community build. We are making it together, and if there is something you don't like, do speak up and let me know. As for hair color, we're looking at a gnome, so, you know, like, just some kind of, like, vibrant pink would be good, I think. We can use that for the lips, too. See, I do love the nub-nub fruit, but I think that with the green shoulders, it's not going to work. I don't think blue. Passion fruit is what we got. Watermelon. Maybe watermelon. I like watermelon. Make the book red. Okay, yeah, I can make the book red. Now, we don't want to use a flat red, because I think that's too pastel. So let's make it a deeper red, like a burgundy red. No, too not red. Barat red. Yeah, there we go. And then we want to make the book this has always been my favorite, bulky beige for the pages of a book. I don't know why. It's just, it looks beautiful to me. As for the little sprockets and the tiny little bolts, we're going to put that in laid to chest, because it is one of the better of the decal metals. Because some of the decal metals actually just come out white. Like, they don't actually look great. Clockwork gold, absolutely, because we are looking at our wonderful... Oh, wow, see, look at that. I mean, you can't really see it too well, but, you know. I mean, look at the detailing on that. That's fantastic. I love that. I do love that. Let's see. How does that look if I put that with a book? Oh, that looks so good. And then we can add in that... Ooh, you know what? Let's go with that red. And then let's add in a brighter red. Let's add in that brighter red for the back there. Yeah, that looks spectacular. Now, we've got a few overlaps that we want to try and correct if we can. Like, you can see the portal has kind of half affected that book. So if we can, let's try to adjust that. That's not that portal. This portal. Let's try to adjust this portal ever so slightly. Pardon me. So yeah, that looks okay. That looks fine. Maybe that way a little bit. And then twist. Beautiful. There. So it's still taking out a little bit of it. It's still got a little bit of clipping, but not so much. Now you can see here we've got like a little bit of white there. That is our nasty white, and we want to get rid of that, because that is the clipping of the arm that we currently have. And you just need to cover that up with the same color as the body, and you'll barely notice it. All right. Which then leaves her glorious eyes. Yeah, I'm feeling yellow eyes. I mean, red eyes could work. Purple eyes could work. I mean, maybe blue eyes. Blue eyes. Green eyes. Green eyes could work. I think the yellow ones worked best, I think. Because it works with the palette. J-Mar says green. Green eyes. I do like the green. Green does continue the accents. Maybe let's adjust it ever so slightly. And go with kind of a lighter green. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And then we can add a bit of glow to that so that the eyes really pop. Ooh, one yellow, one blue. Black Knight 1994. Welcome. I love Hero Forge. I love Hero Forge too. I love what you can do with it. Eyes with accents. With accented portals. Oh, you know what? We can actually do that. So if we add in little things like makeup. So we could add in, for example, get her some eyeshadow. Gotta glow those eyes. Yes, we do. All right, so we can do that and give her Let's go with... Spend out on new... Yeah, the new decal system is boss, dude. Like, it is... It is absolutely boss. I don't like the black. Black kind of screams villain to me. Let's see. Let's go with something maybe orange. Yeah, orange is kind of nice. And then that's the lower layer. So if we go to the upper layer now, and we can then add in that one, which if we now go here and do that, beautiful. Hydrate. I keep coughing. Thank you. Yeah, I'm dealing with the rough end of a cold. I'm much better now. I've just recently overcome it ish. And then maybe some cheeks. I feel like I don't even need to change those. Those are beautiful. Maybe just a little. Maybe have them be... Awesome. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Maybe a little pink. There we go. All right. What do you think of that? Cat's eyes? Yeah, thank you. I am definitely feeling a lot better. So who is this character? Let me explain this character for you as we are, I guess, getting close to the wrap on it. It is a Horizon Walker who specializes in time travel. A chronomancing gnome who basically travels the multiverse, finding people who are lost in time and then restoring them to where they should be. Operative Peanut, I hope it clears up. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Yeah, no, it's actually been it's been horrible. It's been like persistent for quite some time, and you know, it's made it very difficult. I had to do a couple of streams off camera just because I didn't want to like, you know, just sort of just be there dying for everyone on my stream. So yeah, it's fine. I'm okay now, but like the Time Authority, yeah, pretty much. Very Loki inspired. Okay, there we go. Okay, meets Planeswalker. Yes, precisely. Meets Quantum Leap kind of thing. There we go. All right. I kind of dig that. Okay. So we're going to save this one as, let's call her Legendary Time Lord for now. For now. She's Legendary Time Lord. The TVA. Yeah, very TVA inspired. All right, so we have reached 10 a.m., which of course means that we reach the end of the stream. Now, don't worry. Here's how this works. We have come up with a full backstory for the character, which I will be putting on my Discord channel, which you can find, which hopefully will be linked in Discord just a moment. There, the backstory and the blueprint for this character will be available, which means that if you would like to use the whole idea that we did to make like kind of the portals, the portal kind of teleportation, you'll be able to just import the poses and the like in your Hero Forge thing. So yes, be sure to snatch that up momentarily. We are, however, in for a surprise. We are going to be back in just under a few minutes, because we are going to be joined by a special guest as we create a Hero Forge character for one of my performer friends. So do stick around. We will be back momentarily. Yeah, so grab a drink, take a quick break, and we will come back for some more Hero Forge antics. All right, we shall talk to you very, very soon. Oh, I forgot one more thing. We are printing these. We are printing these at the end of the season, but before we print them, everyone is going to get another chance to input on what they looked like and you know, sort of readjust anything that needs adjustment. So if there's anything you don't like now, don't worry, it won't be the last time you get to influence and change these. So yay! All right, let's see. How do I get out of here? Bedtime for you. Have a good stream. Thanks, buddy. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope that you rest well. All right, here we go. All right, bam.